Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with Business Coach Moloy. I hope you guys have been having a fantastic month of May, second month of the year. You're on track on achieving your business plans. First quarter coming up, end of first quarter coming up, and that's the time to step back and say, what have we done right? What are the things we could have done better? Where are we on our business goals for the year? Let's not wait for Q3 to look at our business plan and say what we have achieved and what we could have. 10 months yet to go in this business, in this fiscal year, and a lot of opportunities to take those corrective actions and move forward. Last week has been interesting for us. We said we had done our visioning exercise. We met up a lot of clients in Kolkata this time. Very interesting set of clients, right from financial services to infant wear, to medical devices and medical instruments. And all of them have those huge ambitions to grow, but somewhere they don't know how to grow. And I hope that what we have been doing over the past, say 60, 65 odd weeks will help them in achieving their goals. So we are on the day 15, episode 15 of our series, Business Mantras for Entrepreneurs. Within that series, we started doing a step-by-step methodology to build a profitable commercial business. We have done 10 steps, right? From build business plan to value proposition, to markets, to marketing strategy, to people, to financial management, and to the art of entrepreneurial delegation, which we did in the past 2 weeks. Any one of you who has missed out on any of these episodes, please visit our website and you'll find a link of all of them there. In case you still struggle, please feel free to reach out. Now that we have done all these steps, it's now time to move into that one level higher, and that is about why should the customer buy from you? What is your brand identity? So today's session is all about brand identity that competes and compels. Developing a brand identity, ladies and gentlemen, is much more than a logo. A logo is a symbol of a business, but it is not in its entirety of a brand. Just this first step. With millions, if not billions of businesses trying to make a name for themselves, having a strong brand has become crucial for businesses to differentiate from their competitors. If you're working on developing your first brand identity for yourself or for your client, it's important to understand what a brand is and what it takes to create one. Essentially, your brand identity is the personality of your business, and it's a promise to your customer. Like one of the senior brand managers, Rosen, had put it, brand identity is more than just finding the right logo to place on the coffee cup sleeves or mount amongst your on top of your first floor. It's about crafting that personality that amplifies the core elements of your brand. Entrepreneurs need to create a strong brand because it can help them attract new clients and stand out in this hugely competitive marketplace. More than competitive today, probably cluttered is the right place. A strong brand can also help customers build brand loyalty and repeat business. Data has said that 90% of consumers say that authenticity is important in their decision to support a brand. 80% of consumers say that they are more likely to purchase from a brand that offers personalized experiences. 90% of consumers say that they have a positive interaction with a brand on social media, makes them more likely to buy from that brand, which again takes us to what we had discussed in our marketing piece, that you need to have a strong social media presence, and that social media should be talking to your prospective as well as existing clients. So 7 steps to branding yourself as an entrepreneur. The question is, how do you create a unique image for yourself? And there are 7 steps. First of all, define your target audience. Who are you trying to reach, and what are the specific needs that you can fill for them? Second, creating a unique selling proposition. What makes you different from other entrepreneurs in your field? What are the other entrepreneurs good at? So people who have attended my seminars would have realized that we talk about that USP, the grid, the concentric circles. What is it that you are great at, which matches with what is the customer looking for? You may be great at something else, but if your customer is not interested in buying that from you, then it's better not to focus on that. There will be situations where your competitors are better than you. Stop focusing on those, because it's great to work on your strengths rather than improve your weakness. Third, create a strong visual identity. Your branding should be immediately recognizable. So make sure your brand and other visual elements are unforgettable. After all, 50% of the first impression of brands are visual. And this is my experience when we started building this brand about 2.5 years back. And the last 2 years has been totally focused on building this brand. Today, there is a recognizability. I get into a networking forum, I introduce myself. There have been people, not everybody, but there have been people who come up and say, yes, we have seen you. Yes, we have heard you. Yes, we recognize that brand. Fourth, be consistent. And that is one area that entrepreneurs consistently struggle. We cannot detach consistency from branding success. You must remain consistent unless you want to rebrand. For instance, across all marketing channels and materials, you should use the same colors, fonts, and overall aesthetic. But when you're doing this consistency, you also have to ensure that you're consistently on the face of your customer. Because as Brad Sugars once said, over marketing is better than under marketing, because you never know when your customer is looking out for you. Number 5, tell your story. Why did you become an entrepreneur? What drives you? Share your story with potential clients and customers to connect to them on a personal level. Again, I'll repeat something that I said during the Facebook Live on the sales pitch. 90% of decisions are made by the heart and substantiated by the head. So are you connecting on a heart-to-heart basis with your internal and external stakeholders? Number 6, build relationships. Get involved in your community. Build relationships with other business owners and leaders. These connections can help you promote your brand and reach new audiences. And number 7, monitor your progress. Not everything that you do first time will be right. So keep track of how your branding is performing by analyzing metrics like website traffic, social media, what is the recognizability about yourself. Make changes as necessary to ensure that your brand is resonating with the target audience. By positioning yourself as a thought leader in your industry, you can start to build trust and credibility amongst potential clients. And this is what I consistently talk to all my clients, that none of us are in the business of exclusivity. But what can make us exclusive is our thought leadership. So why is brand identity important for small businesses and startups? Number 1, it creates a strong first impression. Having a brand identity, especially if you're a small business, and especially if you're a startup, communicates your business values and personality and makes a powerful first impression for your potential customers. Second, it builds trust and credibility. A consistent and a professional brand identity will help customer trust you more, make them more likely to choose your business over your competitors. It increases customer recognition. People start recognizing you, like people who are in Mumbai or anywhere in the country. When you drive down and you see a big M, immediately you feel the hunger pangs, because that big M stands for McDonald's. It differentiates from competitors because everyone is trying to do the same thing and everyone is doing the same thing. And in many cases, our clients come with a perception that everyone is the same. So how do you differentiate yourself from competitors? It creates brand loyalty over time, and it takes time. It takes about 2, 3, 4 years time to build a brand loyalty, encouraging them to become loyal repeat customers. Example, the Nikes or the Reeboks. People would not buy anything apart from a Nike or a Reebok if they are loyal to those customers. Similar with Merck and Mercedes and BMWs. A BMW user would consistently use a BMW product even if a better offering is made to him. When you are having a strong brand identity, it simplifies decision making for customers. A clear and consistent brand identity can help your customers understand what your business stands for and makes it easier for them to choose your product or services. So one thing that I tell my customer, can you describe your business in one line to a potential person whom you have met on the streets? And if that person understands what you do, then you have a statement which can stand out from competitors. More importantly, when you have a strong brand identity, it attracts good employees. And having an employee base is very, very critical to your success. You can only go up to a certain level as a solopreneur, but as a small business wanting to become a big business, you need to have that strong employee base. And that strong employee base, if there is a strong brand that is associated with it, can connect with it and would want to stay with that brand for a long time. So you'll also attract like-minded employees coming into your organizations who want to work for you. It encourages customer referrals. Yet on the Friday, I get a WhatsApp message from a gentleman, XYZ of Mumbai. He says, I have been referred to you by Mr. XYZ, who has been my customer only for about 4 months. And he says, you are good in what you're doing. When can we have a call? Now, this is what you would want your customers to do for you. A good brand identity adds value to your business. A strong brand identity can increase the perceived value of your products or services, allowing you to charge a premium. It is a misnomer, ladies and gentlemen, that only the lowest price sells. If only the lowest price sells, then all these premium products would not exist in the marketplace. But is the price that you're charging aligned to the promise that you're making? And that promise should be aligned to the brand identity. No wonder Apple is doing so well in this on this planet, in spite of the plethora of competition that is there around them. Each reason is essential, but depending on your business, where your business is today, each reason will vary. So be sure to prioritize what are most relevant to your unique business. Don't try to do everything together. Take a roadmap and say, what will I do with my brand development of my brand identity over the next 24 months? These things take time. Marketing takes time. Marketing is not something that it's a switch on and switch off. Consistent marketing in brand building a brand identity is critical to success. So there are some common points that come up when we speak to our clients about in creating the brand identity. A small business owner or a marketer or an entrepreneur has a plethora of challenges when he's running a business. And on top of that, he has to create a brand identity. So some of the common obstacles that we have identified is most entrepreneurs don't know where to start because they get overwhelmed by the process of creating a brand identity. And my humble submission is do a basic market research. I was with a prospective client in Calcutta the other day. And he said, we are inundated with competition because they're in the medical devices space. We're inundated with competition. We don't know what to do. And I asked, what is the market size? And up comes a number which is about 4,000 crore. And I said, what are you doing? He says, we are doing about 35 crore, which is less than 1%. So what's stopping them from doing a 50% growth, which will take them to about 1.25% of the total market share of a market that is growing exponentially? So do your basic market research, understand your target audience, defining your brand's mission, vision, values. Second challenge that they have is limited budget. Many businesses and startups face a budget constraint when developing a brand identity. Entrepreneurs without design experience may struggle to create that visually appealing brand identity. So collaborate. There are enough and more good people who you can collaborate with for developing your brand identity without breaking your bank. Look at low cost-effective resources, collaborate with professional designers. So when I started off, and this was way back in 2020, when there was COVID and other things, I learned basic designing by using Canva. And that itself created an impact. And when I made that transition to professional designers and professional marketing companies, the change was humongous. And finally, the last challenge that business owners face is managing customer perceptions. As aligning your brand identity with customer expectations is crucial to developing trust and loyalty. So keep on asking for regular customer feedback, addressing their concerns that can manage perceptions. Feedback mechanisms play a very, very important role in management of brand identity. As an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, I'm sure you don't want to remain a small business owner. You have a vision for 24 months, 36 months, 48 months, 5 years, 10 years to become a significantly large organization. Management of people, management of clients, management of multiple other things in your ecosystem will become critical. But it's important that you start developing on these right now. These should be treated as an investment, as any other investment that you're making. You may make an investment in a car, so look at whether you can downsize your requirement of a car into something else and invest that additional money in building this brand, because brand identity over time will take you way, way ahead than a lot of those cluttered competitors that are around you. We at Beyond Red Ocean Consulting, we are committed. We are committed to make our entrepreneurial the journeys for our clients a success. We are committed to touching the lives of 500 business owners every year. We want them to be successful because you are the guys who have taken the biggest risk of your life by becoming an entrepreneur. You are contributing to the local GDPs. You're contributing to the national GDPs. There is a team out there which is responsible for you or on you. So you take the responsibility of your team members and their families and their personal goals and their futures. Being an entrepreneur is no easy job, but being an entrepreneur is an extremely satisfying job because you are truly making a difference. So reach out to us to know more about how we can work with you and your teams, through our one-to-one coaching programs, through our mentoring programs, through our group coaching programs, or just keep watching us. Just keep watching us on our Facebook and on our social medias. And you will get to learn everything that you need to learn in your business. You have kept us going for the past 65 odd weeks, and thank you so much for it. We are not going away anywhere. We will continue, but we need your support and your blessings. Keep writing to us, and we will respond to all your queries to the best of our capabilities. Till next Monday, same place, same time, with a new episode of Business Mantras for Entrepreneurs. A very good morning and have a great end to the month of May. God bless.